Now, let's look up to the scripture. I want you to understand. I will relate the story, you will understand better. This woman has suffered so many things by so many physicians, like the story of that woman now, and spent all that she had and was nothing better, but rather grew worse. That means she has seen all the herbalists and all that there is to her has grown worse instead of becoming better. Now let's go. 28. Okay, 27. And when she had heard of Jesus, came in and pressed behind and touched his garment. For she said, now this was what happened. She said, if I may touch but his clothes, I shall be made whole. 29. And straight away the fountain of her blood was dried up, and she felt in her body that she was healed of that plague. 30. And Jesus, immediately knowing in himself that virtue has gone out of him, turned him about in the press and said, who touched my clothes? Let's stop there. I know most of you have been reading this place, but I've not seen it in the French light. So I want to bring up a light for you tonight. You have to understand, Jesus said, virtue left me. Maybe that virtue that he was having was kept for Jairus' daughter. I know you might not understand. But he knew something left him. You see, this woman was not factored in the healing plan of God at all. It was not even in the agenda of Jesus to heal her, because Jesus was not even aware of her. What was in the agenda of Jesus was to go and heal Jairus' daughter, the ruler of the synagogue. That was what was in his mind. And that was why, in fact, all the multitudes were following him to go and see a miracle. So they were following, the crowd was pressing. But something funny happened. A woman God healed. Multitudes were following to go and see a child get healed. But a woman was healed. And Jesus turned. There was crowd and said, who touched me? From this woman's story, we have learned something. And one of the things we have learned from this woman's story is the fact that it may not be factored in God's agenda for your season in life to come. I mean, carrier season to come. The season to which God can lead to. It might not be in God's plan and agenda. But if it is in your own agenda, it means that your own plan can also be factored into the plans of God. That means if God can say no and a man can press hard to say yes, God will have to say yes. Okay. Number 2 thing there we understood from this woman's story is the fact that this woman has aligned in her heart first. First, she said in her heart that I have suffered of so many things, but if this thing can just happen to me, if I can just touch this thing, it means that this particular thing will be the reality of my life. So it can also be that in the agenda of God for your life, it's not factored in God that when you come to Tilly today, he will bless you. But if your heart is aligned and you say God has known any other choice than to bless you, then God will have no choice than to bless you. I'm teaching you something. That thing that they taught you in school or in church, that if it's your time, it will be your time. No, it's a lie. It's a lie. That thing they told you that if my rising is my rising. See. Scripture is not foolish to tell us that right from the time of John the Baptist till now. In other words, from the recent time till the time you know John the Baptist, up to the time where you are now, after Jesus have died for you. He said the kingdom of God suffered violent, and only the violent take it by force. That means there is a way to which things can be taken. It can be taken also by force. The same way you were healed, you were healthy, and then you found yourself sick, it means that the devil came and took your health by force. Yes, he was stronger than you. That was why he took your health. If you were stronger than him, your health would have been intact. Let's stop there. And you see, I said I'm going to go a little bit deep today. I'm going to teach you something. I'm going to explain some things in your life. You wrote exams. If you would have been stronger, the lecturer will have given you A and not B, and neither C, neither D or F. I want to open you up to a mystery that there are possibilities in the kingdom that you are not aware of. That looks like a mystery to you, yet it's not a mystery, because to you it is. Because you have lacked the knowledge, the adequate knowledge. Because in this kingdom, men don't just rule by light. I know you know that. That when light comes to a man's life, he rules. No, there is a specific kind of light that makes men rule. It's not all light that makes men rule. The light must be specific. Because if all your revelation you know is for healing, then all that there is to your life will be healing, not finances. So the revelation to which there will be in your life, you have to understand that revelation in its own self must be specific for you to have dominion in that particular area.